coming off being on the road last week. And, for me, it's an honor to coach against Mike Bray. What he's done at Duke, first and foremost. This back hallway we have, you have to go to a Final Four to get your team picture up. And so you're going through the hallway, and earlier today you see all right, there he is. There he is again. There he is. And, he went to 6 Final Fours in 8 years here as an assistant coach. It's pretty good years that he was here, 2 national championships. And so anyway, for me, it was an honor, and knowing Notre Dame and what they're all about, we felt there was going to be a very dangerous game today, the way they can shoot threes, and thought our defense was really good overall. And I'm just proud of, each one of our guys. I thought at different points they all stepped up. Flip, coming off of a really tough game at Virginia, to bounce back the way that he did, to carry the load throughout was huge. Thought Jeremy had an offensive rebound when it got tight. He got back in and scored and was a big play. And for Mark Mitchell, I don't think Mark's played his best as of late. And every day he gets 100 corner threes in, and he works just religiously, on his shooting before and after practice. Our coaches do a great job with him. And so to come back in late, they plug off of him in the corner. Jeremy kicks it to him. I mean, that's a big time shot, and that's not the first time he's made a shot like that. So really proud of him for sticking with it and making that play. And then Tyrese at the end, 2 free throws. I don't even know if it had hit the rim, went right through the net. So proud to get this win. There's a lot to learn from, but happy to beat a good Notre Dame team who's really dangerous and capable of beating anybody.
When did you find out that Coach K would be making his appearance tonight, and what did you think?
Yeah, it was awesome having him, and we talked about we've talked about even preseason. When are you going to come to a game? I'm glad you had a game, and for him to be here tonight, it's special for me. I've been in so many battles and games here with him right next to me. I don't know how he felt sitting over there instead of on the bench, but it just means a lot. His support, he's been incredible throughout this whole year, throughout this whole process, and I wanted to make sure we got the win, while he was here, and but it was really special for me to have him, and Mickey as well. It was a really cool thing for me and the team and our staff.
How did you see Kyle react mentally to all that went on Saturday and going through his rehab on the ankle, and then to come out and play so well tonight? How do you think he handled it?
Yeah, he handled it great. I mean, Steve, I think that's the toughest part. He didn't even practice these last 2 days. He could hardly walk on Sunday, and then yesterday it was better where he could do some light jogging, spot shooting, but he couldn't even go contact or 5-on-5. And so to come out and really, he looked great to start the game. He's such a difference maker for us, the attention that he gets. And, he's resilient. He's been a guy really since day one this summer. It hasn't been smooth sailing for him. He's had his ups and downs, and he's taken coaching every step of the way. He continues to work, and he just wants to win. And so I thought you saw that tonight. And, really they had to change their defense because of him.
On that note, how much are you looking forward to having your entire team together, being able to practice leading to this stretch run?
Oh man, I can't wait. Yeah, it's been, I think that's been it's been tough, not from the standpoint of course, having everybody. You could point to anybody in the game tonight and they stepped up and made winning plays, but also roles change based on who you have and who's in. And so now the evolution of our team, I think we're at a point where we're figuring that out more. And we're playing to our strengths, and guys know what to expect from each other. I think that's the biggest thing when you don't have that consistency. And so for us, we need to get recharged here. It's been a tough stretch for us, and we have an off day tomorrow, and then really to recharge and refocus on ourselves. Understanding, Syracuse is a different game. The fact that their zone, but practice time is really important for this team.
As you alluded to kind of your opening statements, Mike Bray said that the Mitchell shot was the one that kind of wanted to give up on that possession if they were going to give something up. As the ball moved that way and their defense collapsed, what's kind of going through your mind at that point that's how it's turning out?
I felt confident. I had a timeout there and could have called it, but I just felt confident Jeremy was making the right play down the stretch. the work that Mark has put in. And, I think it was the Florida State game that Notre Dame played earlier this year, and it was the same situation, and they played it out. And I just thought it was in our favor to just, we had the ball where we wanted with Jeremy. Flip was involved. Those two guys have, good things have happened when the two of them have been involved. And I give Mark a ton of credit, for having the confidence to step up and hit. And that's what you want from a guy. You'd rather have him be aggressive and do that as opposed to shying away. And that's not how Mark is wired. And, just really, really proud of him with how he's worked and stuck with it.
John, you mentioned the growth process with Flip. How much of that has been getting him to play through contact? And kind of, you mentioned in there that he's kind of goes out of his way to initiate now.
Yeah, Connor, it's a big thing. I mean, it's a big thing for him. He got to the free throw line 4 times. I would like to see that number be higher. He's had a couple plays today where he got the ball knocked out, but I thought he was strong throughout. I mean, when he's that way, not only does, 22 points is great, of course, but the attention that he draws. Mark's first 3 came from them doubling, flipping the post. And so they had to really adjust when he's aggressive and attacking that way. And I think his passing, he had one of his better passing games with 3 assists. And playing lower, stronger, faster, he's continued to improve in that area.
John, did you have to manage any emotions with Coach K coming back, maybe nerves, or did you feel his presence, even if he was on the other side of the court, still just knowing he's in the building?
It wasn't nerves for me, but it was emotional just because of how many moments we've been in there together, and once the game started, I was coaching the team and all that, but for me walking out, just walking right by him, that's such a special thing for me. I mean, I met Coach 20 years ago, and so to be in this position, this situation now, and to have his support, like I can't even tell you how supportive he has been from day one through whether it's a loss, win, whatever it is, and he's that person for me. Like he'll always be that person for me. So to have him here, can't be the only time he's here now. So we won. We gotta get him back.
He had said, even before last season, that he didn't want to go to a lot
Right.
of games, didn't want to be seen. Was there a conversation between the two of you about maybe the PK or Madison Square Garden, or was there a good time for him to kind of come back? Was that a conversation you guys had?
I think the bigger problem here was where is he going to sit? I think that's the toughest part. It's hard for him to have privacy, and I think he just, in his mind, trying to be respectful of whatever we have going on. The thing for me, I want him here whenever he wants to be here. He's got his own life too and has a lot going on, but he's always going to be Duke. He still is at Duke, and so for me, that meant a lot. Like it meant just a lot for me having him here, and we'll see if we can get him back for one more this season.
John, you had a lot of bench production tonight, mainly from Jacob Granson with his passing. How has that been, especially in the past few games? You see him do points, you see him do rebounds, you see him do passing. He's kind of become a jack of all trades for you. How has that been with him coming off the bench and providing what you guys need at the moment?
Jacob is, he gives us such poise on the court, and his minutes, he's going to play whatever it is. Last game was closer to 30, and tonight it was 15 minutes, but when he's in, he just makes winning plays. He's maybe our best passer. I don't know if the guys he's played with in his career, he's a great way of passing the ball in the post. You have to guard him because he's a threat to shoot and make threes, and on defense he's a versatile guy who can guard multiple positions. So he's just somebody, really, it doesn't matter who the 4 other guys are, you can plug him in and he can be really effective. But his passing, he is as smart as anybody we have. He's tough. He shows up every day to practice. Like Jake has been just a great addition for our team, and also his the poise he gives other guys. I mean, the talk that he has. They had a players only meeting. After our Miami game, and I know Jake was one of the key guys in it. I don't know what was said, but I know Jake had a lot to do with that, and it's a credit to what he's all about.
Coach, congrats on keeping the home winning record alive tonight. Would you say
Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you say that the home versus away record this season has been more of a result of road games being more difficult or Cameron being the ultimate home court advantage? Also, what can be done to help make this team more confident on the road?
You know what, it's probably a combination of both, right? I mean, I feel this is the best place to play a college basketball game. You know, for a home team, we want to make this the best environment and the hardest road game in the country. And it's been that way for the most part, and we want to continue to make it that way, and we have 3 more home games here. And on the road, we're right in, I don't want to overthink that one. You know, we've been a team that, we've had a couple bad outings, NC State, Miami. We've been right there in others. That's how it's going to be. And so learning how to close, whether it be Clemson, whether it be Virginia Tech. Virginia obviously was a unique game this past Saturday. We're figuring it out. It's just a matter of finishing and knowing what it takes, that final play. It's harder. Like, it's really hard to win on the road. I think if you look at everybody's record in our league, it's pretty big discrepancy between home and road. And so for us, we're anxious to get back out there on Saturday. You know, Syracuse, I think they won tonight, and they're a really good team, and really, especially at home. So we're anxious to have that challenge to do that.
All right, Coach, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.